A little heads up to this 5-minute quickie. Well, a 5-minute quickie is 12.5 minutes at least long. So it's good fun. But what I thought was boring, I think got very interesting. And it's something that's actually going to help you make, well, the life you really want. And make your life what you really want. And do it in a way that becomes, well, every step of the way becomes either fulfilling, exciting, curious, all wonderful emotions along the way. Because, well, that's what it's going to be. Hope you enjoy this. I thought it was going to be boring, but I really got into it. And I don't think it's boring whatsoever. I think you'll enjoy it. Please do. Hey, this is the FMQ, the 5-Minute Quickie podcast, which is the 5-minute version of the Unplugged Personal Development podcast. And my name is Paul Clough, and it's here to help you be the person you really are, get you to change. Because if you don't change, nothing in your world will change. You have to be the change you want to see in yourself and others. You know, that's all there is to it. And we're going to do this until we get there. So if you're up for this little adventure of learning how to de-hypnotize yourself with hypnosis, with NLP, with all other kinds of processes, then come on this adventure with me and just learn to shine. There's longer podcasts which help you shine even brighter with more stuff, but this is snippets to get you thinking, to give you little gems. And I really hope that you're going to listen and enjoy every moment. So we get your heart beating in a way that you enjoy that every heartbeat. Okay, so let's go live with passion and have a listen.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, how are you doing right now? Have a little scan. Notice how you feel. I don't know why I said that. It's good to notice how you feel, though. It really is, to stop and pause and all the things we've talked about. But I've been thinking about this little subject, and it's all about slowing down to speed up. And I wasn't quite sure because it seemed a little boring. And then I thought about it a bit deeper, as I do, and I hope you will. Because in this world that we live in right now, me, may not be you, but a lot of people want what we want right now, especially when we know what we want. As soon as we make that decision, I want it right now. Look at Amazon, they're delivering instantly and all that stuff. That's crazy. We can't wait for a few days for things to happen. And when you see it as a journey, which I think that waiting time, we think of that as being boring. I find journeys boring because I just want to get to my destination. But I like to now think of things as an adventure, because with adventures, every step is exciting. You can be curious about it. It's fulfilling. It's meeting so many needs. And that's just great, because then everything we do is an adventure. And adventures lead to more adventures and more learning and more experiences. And we just have so much fun. But having said that, slowing down to speed up. You see, what I want to talk about now is muscle memory. Now, some people might say, well, a muscle's a muscle and doesn't have memory. Well, you're wrong. Because I know from NLP the basic of anchoring, and we've done this before on the podcast where touching knuckles, but creating a place in your body with a unique touch will, if you think of a particular emotion and that unique touch at the same time, the next time you touch in that unique way again, that feeling will come back again. It happens all the time. It's so natural. But slowing down to speed up. Now, 2 examples I have here. One is me trying to play the guitar. I play it very badly for a long time, but I'm keeping going. But when I started taking lessons, just a few, I was taught, and I've heard it so many more times, that instead of actually playing the guitar, and playing the chords of the guitar so they actually rang out wrongly, goodly, badly, whatever, that in fact all you do is you put your fingers in that shape of the chord on the strings. And when you move very slowly, you move the whole of your hand in one go and place them in the new chord. And then place them back to the first chord. And then place them back again slowly, and just keep repeating that for each different chord. And after a while, it's as if those fingers just go instinctively, intuitively to the chord you were thinking about. So if you're in call it a D chord, and you think of C, those fingers just magically move all together, not one at a time. They move all together. And then the more you do that, and then you start playing, you don't have to think about the chords anymore. Or you think about them, but your fingers don't need to think because they know. You're matched. You've got that neurology, the pathways and all that stuff, but you've created the synaptic gaps, or whatever they're connected between the synaptic gaps and all the physical stuff. But never mind that. You've got your muscle memory, and those fingers just seem to know. And the more you do that slowly to start off with, the quicker you can go, which is just weird because you haven't actually played a chord at all. But those chords just ring out true when you do. The other thing I've learned is when I go to the gym, again, struggling with the gym, but I do know if I watch somebody, say I've got it on YouTube and I watch a particular exercise and I think about it, and I do that exercise really, really slowly, really thinking about the technique. Or when I used to have a personal trainer a long time ago, I asked him can you show me the technique first so I can see it? And then show me slowly in my body. So when I do it, you just show me how I've got to move my body very slowly so I get the really good technique. And then I would just practice that technique without any weights, just to get the movement, the muscle movement. So I got the right form. And when I got the right form, and remember, practice does not make perfect, but practice does make permanent. So if you're going to practice something, practice it correctly. Good form, the right form. And then when you do that, when it comes to being overloaded, or when you start pushing yourself in the gym, or when I did, pushing myself in the gym, not having to think about my form because it just was right, I didn't get injured. Yeah, sometimes I couldn't lift the weights, but I didn't injure myself doing it. In fact, if I set my intention of what I want to do and get in the right state, the muscles go. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, getting in the right state, setting your intention. This is the NLP part, hypnosis. I've been talking about this till it comes out the back of my head and forever and a day. So how can we use this for ourselves? Not just for the gym, not for playing guitar, and for not doing those type of things, but for doing anything, making a decision, being good at work, a particular activity at work, solving problems, finding solutions to problems in a way, personal, emotional, any type of thing that you could ever think of. Why don't we slow down first, getting our state and our intention? Because if we practice slowly getting in state, and I know sometimes NLP says, let's do it quickly, because the quicker you get it, the quicker you learn. But it's not rushing. Quickly is not rushing. It's so practicing the right form and then speeding up to get your state. It works. So how do you get in state? Well, I've done that. I've done a process, recorded a process for you at paulcloughonline.com/podcast. It's where all my hypnosis and processes are. They're all free. There's at least 22 of them on there now. Just pop in your email. It's safe. It's safe. Doesn't go anywhere other than give you updates, okay? Updates to new hypnosis tracks. And you can listen to that. But here's the thing. If you wanted to get in state slowly, first of all, you just have to think about it. Think of the process. What is the process I want to do? Think of the state I want. Think of a specific memory. Yeah, I got that. Go there. Yeah, I'm there. Feel that state. I've done it. And the more I do that slowly, I'm getting not just, your brain's a muscle. Let's get muscle memory in the memory home of memories thing, your brain. And so just practice for no other reason to get in different states. Because then, when you set your intention, and setting your intention slowly, just by thinking, what do I want from this? What is the result I'm looking for? What is my goal? Because if you just start stating out loud inside, if you want, with your inner voice, of what your goal is, you're telling your unconscious mind where you want to go. And when it knows, it can actually help you get there. It's your best friend. Come on. So practice that. So just slowly before you're doing anything. So it could be, well, I'm going to make a decision. So what state do I need to be in? Well, the state might be a time when I've solved a problem before or made a great decision. Sorry, that's a better one. Made a great decision. And because you've set states before, you know the process, you've learnt it, that memory comes up. That specific memory, the most brilliant, dynamic, appropriate memory that gives you that feeling. And you're there. There you are. You've set your state because you've now got this muscle memory going. And then you say, what do I want to do? I want to solve this problem so I can do this, this, and this, and feel this way. And at the end of all of this, enjoy the process. But by practicing this slowly will mean when it comes into, call it real life, and you get a problem that you hadn't thought about, or you've got something you need to do that is just here, you will automatically go into the right state. You will automatically, unconsciously know what you want from this, the positive intention. And that means you start to get results, which makes you feel better. And then the next time it comes in, you've got another lump of learning. And that means every time then you set your intention and set your state, your unconscious mind has got that much more learnings and that much more experience to resolve that issue. It doesn't have to be negative, see, it can be positive. You know, I'm going swimming. Could say that. I'm going to the gym. What state do I need? Well, I need to have either excitement, I need to have motivation, I have to have confidence, whichever one you think is most appropriate to you. And just before you go, you're getting ready, you're in the gym, think of that time when you've been, say it was motivation, been so motivated to succeed and have great fun. Go there now, feel the feeling, and start knowing your intention is to, whatever it is for you, for the gym. And I guarantee you with the old Cluffy, unplugged podcasts, guarantee you'll have a better session in the gym. But whatever you do, but what I'm saying is, and here's the takeaway, slow down to speed up. Practice a few things slowly and then allow it to get a little faster and a little faster until it becomes an unconscious process, an unconscious habit that you don't think of consciously because you just start enjoying doing those things. And people will start saying to you, I don't know, you get so lucky. You just seem to solve things that quickly, or you just seem to enjoy yourself so much, or you just seem to find out just the right opportunities that make your life wonderful. And you become not only the change you want to be in yourself, because it just happens, and change is easy, it's quick, it's comfortable, but you also be the change you want to see in others because you become that role model without having to be a role model. And that means the ripples of change go out in the world. And you will affect more people than you can imagine without having to do it. Because all you're doing is living your life, being the best you can be. And I thought this was going to be boring. And I've gone on for, well over 10, 12 minutes now. But I hope you realize that you can do anything. So anything we've got, slow it down. Because when you slow it down and get that muscle memory, man, you're going to speed up and be so naturally good because your practice is in good form and your practice has now made permanent that good form. So when you need it, it's there without thinking. And that's awesome. And you can do it because it's easy. It's easy, comfortable, and it's exciting. And then, you have that adventure in everything you do. So have more excitement, curiosity, fulfillment, and anything else you want in your adventures. Join me. Let's go. Let's have fun. Enjoy every heartbeat, and I'll speak to you real soon. I know you're just about to go, but here's just a quick, like a heads down, heads up thingy. Few things. One is, if you love your hypnosis tracks, go to paulcloughonline.com/podcast. Get free access to loads of hypnosis tracks. Well, not all, but as many as the hypnosis tracks you get on these podcasts, and every new one will be there too. And that's all you've got to do. So it's paulcloughonline.com/podcast. Also, while you're there, you might just want to have a little look round to look at the programs I've got. I've got one which is called Supreme Inner Confidence. I think it's a brilliant program, if I say so myself, really to get your self-esteem high, get aligned, get all that inner confidence so you can have the life you want. There's also a lovely program that goes on for quite a bit, but it's also the first 5 days are absolutely free, so you really get to know what it is and make sure it's just for you. And that's all about freeing your life of anxiety. There's a few hypnosis tracks you can actually buy there as well. The Creating Your Inner Mind Palace and Complete Relaxation. Have a look, costs nothing to have a look. And there's even money back guarantees. So just do that. But free hypnosis tracks, they're all there for you. And lastly, please share this with everyone you know, subscribe, do everything you can if you would. It's a great compliment to you if you would, just to share this with people so we can all be part of this family of change and create the ripples of change that go so far and wide. Okay, that was it. Have more fun than you can stand. Bye-bye now.
Personal development, unplugged.